The green one, I can't remember it. The phone number is here.
I was up on drum. A bit.
This is 1-2-1-2, is that all right? Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is John Harbour and I'm here to do a little bit of magic and a little bit of mentalism for you over the next half hour. I'm going to start off with a little magic trick and then we're going to do some things to do with probability, and over the course of half hour the things are going to get more and more improbable as you'll see. I'm going to start off here. I have here a pile of newspapers, you can see that. They're torn and all different bits. You can come up with sorts of jokes about what's actually on them. Goldberg's going to be marrying Peter Cushing, so she's going to be called Goldie Cushing. If anyone laughs at that, you could run with these cheesy routines, but that's not really. I've folk laughing at that. There's the door. Okay. Anyway, you can see we've got all different bits of all different. Well, they're roughly all the same size. But the strange thing is, when I put them all together, and I just sort of grab a hold of them like this, they actually just form a newspaper. You can see all the pages. Front and back, everyone. Very cool, thank you very much. As I say, that's an example of a magic trick. We're going to move into something that's more to do with probability. And we're actually going to put a bit of money up for grabs on this one as well. You may have actually seen this particular effect on television not that long ago. I've been doing it for longer than that guy probably. Anyway, I have here, yeah, that's it. I have here 5 envelopes here. You can all see them, 5 envelopes. And there's £20 inside one of these envelopes. Now here's the rules of the game. I'm going to choose 4 people at random and they get to choose an envelope. Now if the £20 is inside that envelope, they get to keep the contents of the envelope. Sound pretty fair? It's not. It's definitely not. However, every time I do this, I'll tell you right now, I always put the money inside envelope number 2. Okay? So we'll start off with somebody at this table. Come over here. Yourself, what's your name? James. Any envelope you want? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5?
4, please.
You're going for number 4? There you go. Keep hold of it, don't open it just yet. Okay? I'm going to come up the side of the table.
I'm on half, by the way.
You sir, what's your name? I have envelopes. 1. Always going for 2. Excellent. Thank you very much. Don't open it. Okay. Over here. Number 3. Number 3 is already with number 1 and number 5. Number 5, take that. Don't know me just yet. Okay, so we've got a few people that have envelopes and a chance of winning £20. Now there are more impressive tricks, out there than that kind of thing. But however, not many people risk their life savings on a trick like this. So people with envelopes number 3, 4 and 5, will you open your envelopes now?
Open it.
Just paper? Just paper on the inside? What a shame. What a shame, tragic. Just paper over there? Hard lines, off your hard lines. Okay, so the gentleman over here, sorry, what was your name again, sir? Tony. Okay, Tony, what's just happened here is Tony's chances of having the envelope with the £20 in it has went from 1 in 5 to 1 in 2. However, so has mine. Now, the reason this always works is because at this point in time, everybody wants to switch with me. So Tony, you want to switch?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Please switch.
No.
Okay, that's fine. Keep holding your envelope, don't open it just yet. Okay? You can see there's nothing else in my hands. Okay? And I reach inside the envelope here, and I remove the £20 note. Thank you very much. Now, Tony, you've been holding on to envelope number 2, and I did draw special attention to that envelope early on. I'll get you to open it up just now.
Sorry?
Open up the envelope here. Because inside you'll find 4 scratch cards. I want you to keep one of them. I'll get you to give a scratch card to the other people who have helped me out here. I think there's one over there, one yourself, is there one here? Just keep one for yourself and I'll pass them out.
I'm your favourite dish.
They're stuck together.
I saw the TV nearly.
There you go. That's one for you.
Did you win?
Okay, thanks very much. And one for you. There you go. And one over here for you. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'll steal the envelopes back. Because I'm quite cheap that way, I can use the envelopes over and over again.
If I'd seen I was going to
Is there anything else? Envelope over here? Thank you very much. Okay.
You are good, Dan.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so that was a 1 in 5.
I'll say the same.
We're not going to do a 1 in 12. I've not done anything by anybody over this table yet.
What do you think?
Okay.
Give me 5, I'll be
sorry,
fine.
can I have your name, please? Yeah. George. Okay. I want you to. We've not prearranged anything, have we? We've not prearranged anything, have we? I've not met you before. I'm going to try something here. I've got a slate board. Hopefully you can see this up the back. It's just a board, and I've got some bits of cards. I can cover it over. I'm going to make some chalk here.
There you are. And a little bit left in your books here.
Thank you very much.
A rosy one.
I'm going to write that down. I'm just going to cover it over.
And another one.
Okay. This is a sort of 1 in 12.
And the grouse.
Okay, George. Sorry, it was George, yeah? Okay, George.
Sir, is this
The month that you were born in, the 1 and 12.
Oh, sorry, is this?
It was the 6 months, it's June.
Yes, I'll take that.
June, okay?
Are you all paying separately or?
We're going to up the stakes a little bit.
Yeah.
We're now going to go. Well, actually, I know what I forgot to do. I've got a deck of playing cards here somewhere.
Dragging on a bit.
Deck of playing cards here. Excuse me, sir. Could you just shuffle these up? And just check that a normal deck of playing cards as well while we're at it. I forgot to actually do that. Should have done that at the start. I need.
Are you sure, sir? Yes.
Does anyone here have a middle name? Raise your hand if you have a middle name. Excellent. I'll use you, sir. Need to.
What's your middle name, Jimmy?
James Alexander William.
You know your middle name, James is the
I want you to think.
You get the full shebang.
I want you to think of the first letter, your middle initial. Okay? I wrote something down here. So can you announce out loud what that was? For?
Thanks very much.
Yeah, brother.
We get you the next.
And your middle name is?
James Alexander.
You can't write it. You can't write it. Okay, so that's fine. Okay? So I hope you can all see what I've written there. I've just wrote A for Alexander.
You did. Thank you.
Yeah, brother.
We'll get it.
Excellent. Okay.
That's news to me now with the mix up.
That's fine, they're all shuffled. Brilliant, I'll use that now. Okay, it's fine. And I'm going to.
How's that possible?
It's fine. And, sir, can you help me out here? Can you just grab any card that you want? Don't matter what, it doesn't matter. Okay, keep it hidden, keep it hidden. Don't let anybody see it. It's fine. I'm doing a lot of walking, eh? Okay, so you picked the card, you've shuffled the cards, you've examined it, it's a normal deck. I've wrote something down here. Okay, for the first time, can you announce, oh that's loud, can you announce out loud what was the name of the card that you chose?
4 of diamonds.
The 4 of diamonds, okay. Excellent, cool. So, let me just remind you what we've done here. We started off with our 1 and 12. I asked for the month that you were born in, and you said June. Before it began, I wrote down, I don't know if you can see that properly. It says June. It's a bit rubbishy handwriting. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? We've got June. The second one, we asked for your middle initial, and you said it was Alexander. You actually said something else. But we eventually got A for Alexander, and I wrote down A, which you can see that. And lastly, we got a card chosen, and the card was the 4 of diamonds. Before we began, I wrote down the 4 of diamonds. Thanks very much. Okay, so this is now moving sort of up in terms of probability. But I'm going to actually do something a little more personal, rather than just, names and things like that. I'm going to do something with somebody up here. Just get the card back, thank you. Thank you very much. Cheers. Okay. Sorry, what's your name? Jean, can you help me here? I want you to think of somebody, in fact, I want you to think of a date, not your birthday, but it needs to be personal to yourself, okay? So we're talking, it could be an anniversary, it could be, some sort of birthday, but not your own. But something that's important to yourself, but that you wouldn't be embarrassed to tell everybody in the room what it is. Okay? So are you thinking of a date? Okay, perfect. Okay, for the first time, can you announce out loud what that date was? In fact, no, in fact, 2 seconds. Keep that to yourself, I'll come back to it in a second. I want to point out something. Magicians and mentalists, we often work with playing cards. People often wonder, you know, where a deck of playing cards comes from, its origins. And the calendar that we use every day actually has a lot of similarities between a deck of playing cards. For example, there's 4 seasons and there's 4 suits in a deck of playing cards. If you count the number of picture cards on a deck of cards, there's 12, which is the same number of months that you have in a year. If you count aces 1 and go up to king is 13, there's 13 lunar cycles. That's when the moon goes around the earth every year. Another example is if you were to add all the dots on an entire deck of playing cards, all the spots, add them up, it comes to 365, which is the number of days in a year. So there is a lot of similarities between a deck of playing cards and the calendar. So anyway, coming back to where we were, Jean, can you first of all announce out loud the date that you were thinking of?
The date, the month and the year?
Just the day and the month.
Okay, 25/12.
25/12. Now, can you say to everybody why that is?
That's Sharon's birthday.
Excellent. And is there any way I could have known that at all? No, we've not prearranged anything or that kind of thing. 25 of December. Okay, that's fine. What I've actually got here is I've got a pocket diary. What I've did is on each one of the days, I wrote the name of a playing card. I actually had to shuffle up 7 decks of playing cards and just deal through and write the name of the playing card. So you'll see that there's a different playing card that falls in every single one of the days. Okay, for example here, we've got Monday, we've got the 3 of spades and things like that, 8 of spades, 2 of hearts, king of clubs, things like that. So they're all different. Okay, and yours was the 25th, you said. Okay, of December. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to take the diary and browse to the date that you were thinking of. Okay. And there should be a playing card printed on that there. Okay? Okay, can you announce out loud what the playing card was that landed on the date that you chose?
The 2 of hearts.
The 2 of hearts. Had you had to say the day after, what would it have been?
The 7 of hearts.
The 7 of hearts. What about the one before?
8 of diamonds.
8 of diamonds, excellent, thanks very much. Okay, now, in front of you all, and on the stand there, is an envelope which has been sitting there, and inside it is a single playing card. Wouldn't it be interesting if the card that was inside here matched up with the card that randomly fell on the day that you chose? Are you topping that up? That's the 2 of hearts. Thank you very much. Okay. Sorry. Okay, now, I'm going to try something a little bit different here. Need to clear a bit of the space. This is my sort of final effect. It's I need some pens, and what I've got here is I have 2 slips of paper, and I'm going to hand these out to 2 random people in a minute. And one of them, I'll tell you what's written on that. One of them says famous person, and the other one says famous place. Now I'm going to hand it to 2 people at 2 opposite ends of the room, and what I'm going to do is, if you get the one that says a famous person, you would write down the famous person. Also need people with good handwriting because I'm going to attempt to have to read it at some point. Okay, so a kind of example, you may not be able to see it, but just block capitals. You probably can't see that from here, whoever was a bit far away. But block capitals so that it's nice and legible. And I just need some pens here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Stephen, I've not done any one with you. Got one that says person, one that says place. Take any one of them. Okay, grab a pen. And whatever one you've got, but don't write anything down yet. I'll come up here. Who we're not picked on. Don't know. Can you help me out? Okay, I'll give you the card and I'll get you to take the pen. Now, by famous person and famous place, I want you to think of something, but it needs to be something that everybody in the room can relate to. For example, if you're thinking of a famous person, we don't want Uncle George from, Ballahoolish. We want, Michael Jackson, Elvis, something that everybody in the room, without doubt, will be able to relate to. For famous place, whoever has that, I mean a country, okay? So that, we're not talking, an obscure country that nobody knows, but we're talking, France, Germany, America, these kind of places. And you don't have to go with the ones I've mentioned, you can go with anyone as long as everybody in the room is going to understand what it is. And also write it in block capitals in the centre, on the line, and once you're done, if you close up the card. I need also someone else to help me with this. Any volunteers? None, in which case, you sir, can you help me out here?
Yeah.
Can you come up?
Yeah. Oh no.
Okay. I'm just going to get you to sort of be the referee here in a second. Find out when they're... Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely. I think... we've sort of got the audience going at a kind of angle there. I think it would maybe be better if I had set up there and you could all kind of seen a bit better, but never mind. Okay, and have you done that? Okay, can you gather it up? And if that ladies, are you finished that? Okay, you do that. Yeah, the pen as well, thank you. And meanwhile, I'm still a little drink. Okay, brilliant. Mix them up behind your back. Perfect. Place one of them on. The microphone keeps interfering with the speakers. Place one of them here. Just there. In fact, can you stand it there? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate one of them. So you don't know which is which? Hand me the one that you want to eliminate. That's fine. You want to change mind? That's cool. We're going to eliminate one. So we're either going to eliminate the name of the famous person, or we're going to eliminate the name of the famous place. I don't really care which. But sorry, that leaves either the name of the famous person or the name of the famous place. What I'm going to do is I've got a board here. I'm get rid of the slips of paper here, and I need a whiteboard marker. Okay, so anyway, we've either eliminated the name of the person or the place. So we're left with one. Can I ask you to think of what you were given? Who was it that was thinking of the place? You were thinking of the place? Sorry? Okay, I'm just going to go with that. That's fine. Can I take the card back? Right. You want to take a seat? Thank you very much. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Okay. I'm hoping I'm going to get this one right. I think the one we have remaining is the place. Japan. Excellent. I got it right, I think. I think I got it right. I wrote in Japan, thank you. I that's all. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll do one more. We've obviously eliminated the person, and we could put the slips back together to try and work out what that is. However, I'm going to try and do it a different way. I'm just going to come over here. I want you to just think of the person that whoever it was. Is that a singer? Singer? Quite an old singer. We're not talking modern day. Is that a male singer? Male singer?
No.
I'm going to go with this. Okay. For the first time, can you announce who was it you're thinking of? Urban and Richard, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That brings me to the end of my show. The band are going to be rejoining you. Thank you very much. You've been a brilliant audience. The band have disappeared. Thank you very much.
That really slows it, isn't it?
The band will just be a few moments, ladies and gentlemen. Please talk amongst yourselves.
What was you thinking of, Eric? Which famous chapel was you thinking of? I'm not sure it was the first church I don't know.
No, it could have been Andy Stewart.
What were you thinking?
Yeah, I can ask you, I was going to be thinking of David. I was thinking it was a hobby in the bloody arse. Yes, I was thinking of everything else.
I will listen to
Maybe moan a bit of it.
You know how bloody arse me.
I've watched it through at Hearts the other night and you can see
There's the camera.
the fakes up mountains.
just to say general knowledge, I'm just not much knowledge, and I want you to do that was
Thank you.